enough protein from eating a plant-based diet? In 2007, the Humane Society of the United States estimated that Americans ate about 223 pounds of meat per person per year. That's about 10 ounces or 280 grams per person per day. The U.S. Department of Agriculture and the American Dietetic Association recommend that adults need between 30 and 60 grams of protein per day. If you want to calculate your RDA, take your body weight and multiply it by 0.36. A 150-pound person needs 54 grams of protein a day. But it's interesting to note that this number has a safety factor built in. It's actually more than twice the amount of protein your body actually needs. Vegetable protein is really easy for your body to absorb and digest. It also comes with fiber and minerals and vitamins. Every plant has some protein, so just about everything you're going to eat has some protein in it. For example, 1 cup of blueberries has 1.1 grams of protein. A cup of brown cooked rice has 5, and a cup of spinach cooked has 5.36 grams. By now you've done your math, so you know how many grams of protein you need per day. Let's say it's 40. Well, that could be 1 cup of tofu, 2 slices of whole wheat bread, and a half a cup of almonds. Let's say you need 60 grams of protein. Well, that could be 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of tempeh, 1 cup of quinoa, and a half a cup of peanuts. Done. By the way, I got these numbers from the USDA food database. We set up a link on our website. You can find it online. Check it out. It's at e2se.org. If you're eating a meat-based diet, you're probably getting between 5 and 7 times the amount of protein you actually need. Switching to a plant-based diet isn't just about taking that piece of steak off your plate. You need to know the alternatives. It also may take some time, especially if you've been eating meat your whole life. So, take it one day at a time. Make a plan. When you feel comfortable, add another day. If everybody cut their meat consumption in half, we could quickly reverse the trend of the damage that's happening on our planet. We're going to make black rice pudding for breakfast today. Black rice pudding is a Southeast Asian dish. It can be used for breakfast or dessert. We'll start with black rice, which you can buy in your natural food store, often in the bulk section.
Black rice has a lot of hull on it, so you'll need to spend some time soaking it in water and cooking it. There are several ways to cook your black rice. Take 1 cup of black rice and 6 cups of hot or boiling water. Let that soak for 1 hour. Using 4 cups of the soaking water, place everything in a crock pot and cook on high for 6 hours. Or cook 1 cup in 5 cups of water overnight on low. You could also soak the rice for 6 to 8 hours and then simmer in a covered pot for 1 hour. When it's done, it will be sticky and soft. The traditional sweetener is called gula melaka, or cane sugar. If you can't find it, use a sweetener of your choice. Add 1/2 cup with a pinch of salt and vanilla, and serve with coconut milk and mango, or almond milk and berries.
For lunch today, we're going to make miso soup and a carrot and celery salad. We'll be using 3 ounces of soba noodles, which is a Japanese buckwheat noodle, 1 clove of crushed garlic, 1/2 cup of cubed tofu, about 2 tablespoons of ginger. This is 1/3 cup of miso. This is red miso. You could use any one you want. About 1 scallion, and this is arame seaweed, which I'll soak in water before we put in the soup.
Cover the seaweed with 1 cup of water. Put the ginger into a tea ball. In 4 cups of water, bring the garlic and the ginger to a boil. Add the noodles and cook for 4 minutes. Remove the ginger, add the tofu and the seaweed, and with 1/2 cup of water from the soup, dissolve the miso. Return this mixture back to the soup. Warm but do not boil. Turn off the heat and cover. For the salad, we'll be using 1½ cups of celery, 1½ cups of Chinese or Napa cabbage, 2 carrots, 2 tablespoons of raspberry vinaigrette, and some cilantro for garnish. Garnish the miso soup with green onion and serve with your salad.
For dinner tonight, we're having burgers and fries. The fries are going to be baked, and the burgers are made from brown rice and lentils. The first thing we need to do is cook the lentils and the brown rice.
We'll be using 1 cup of green lentils, 1 cup of brown rice, use medium grain if you can find it, and a piece of kombu. Kombu is seaweed. It helps make the lentils more digestible. Wash lentils thoroughly and take out any stones. Place 4 cups of water, the rice, the kombu, and the lentils in a saucepan. Bring to boil, cover, and simmer for 45 to 50 minutes. While the rice and lentils are cooking, prepare the potatoes. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. For 2 servings, use 2 medium-sized potatoes and 1/2 of a sweet potato or yam. You'll need a teaspoon of parsley, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Bake them for about 30 minutes, turning them halfway through. They should be crispy.
To our cooked lentils and brown rice, I'll be adding the following ingredients: 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 6 teaspoons of dried parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and for the vegetables, you can grate them or finely slice and dice them. We'll be using 1 stalk of celery, 1/2 of an onion, 2 carrots, crumble up 1 piece of bread, and 1 clove of garlic.
In 2 to 3 batches, add your rice and lentils, the bread, and the garlic to your food processor. Add to your diced vegetables, and then add the salt, the lemon juice, and your spices, and mix. I find mixing it by hand is easiest. When mixed, form into patties and brown on both sides over medium-high heat, or you could bake them at 350 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. This recipe makes 10 to 12 patties. Serve on a whole wheat bun with lettuce and tomato, or on their own with a salad and those French fries.